Now that so many of us went through traumas, childhood traumas, or even relational traumas, at what point should you share what happened with your new date? That is the question that we are going to answer in this video. First things first, here we are referring to both childhood traumas and relational traumas, because as you may already know, you may have grown up in a very healthy environment, in a loving home, but then you are subjected to relational trauma. You got married to an abusive person and they brought out in you, or they imparted in you, traumas that you then have had to heal from, or that have affected you in one way or another. So now, with that aside, let us first ask ourselves, in the first place, should you reveal the traumas that you went through to the person that you are dating? And I'm going to answer that with yet another question. Why are you sharing it? Because the motive is what matters here the most. And before we even answer that as well, for me, I would like to emphasize to you the most important thing, even before I explain everything else, the most important thing is to ensure that you have healed from the trauma. Because if you have not healed, it is going to affect your relationship. It will make the relationship fail to work. You'll have a negative relational experience whether or not you share about those traumas. So the most important factor is that you have worked on yourself. Now we come to our question. Why are you sharing it? Are you sharing it because you're not viewing this person as a shoulder to cry on? You are looking for a person that you can share your traumas with, they walk the journey with you, and so on and so forth. Are you looking for sympathy? Because if that is the reason why you are sharing, I'm telling you that relationship is going to fail. Because I don't know whether people know there is vicarious trauma, whereby you become traumatized out of listening to what another person went through. So you may actually share your traumas with another person only for them to get affected, so you too become wounded people. Or even you yourself, you worked on it and you healed, but now this person takes it to their heart and they become wounded. That is the first reason as to why why are you sharing it again? That is the big question here. Number two, are you sharing it to attract sympathy from them? Which is a very wrong way of going about dating or relationship or even looking for a life partner. Because you don't want a person marrying you because they pity you. That is a very wrong reason to end up with a person. So you're supposed to ask yourself, why am I sharing it in the first place? Now, with that aside, now we come to the question of, should you share it? In my honest opinion, you should not speak about your traumas, the things that you went through while you're dating. Because like I've just told you, why are you doing it? Are you doing it to manipulate the person? If at all you have worked on them and they are not affecting you anymore, why do you need to share them during dating? Now, the reason why I feel you should not share, it's because actually that saves you from a common occurrence, something that I have seen to be very common, whereby a person takes advantage of your traumas. In fact, a narcissist will do this so well. They will take advantage of your traumas. They will know you have certain gaps. They will move in to fill those gaps, and that is how you're going to get love bombed and swayed and so on, and manipulated and so on. So the traumas can actually be used against you. Can you see the reason why you should not say it? And I know you're supposed to actually be keen to ensure you don't end up with a narcissist. But sometimes the narcissist can be so fast in grabbing what is it that you're healing from and providing you with a solution that by the time you're realizing what happened, the damage has already happened. So that is why I feel you shouldn't share during dating. Inevitably, they are going to know some things. Like for instance, if you grew up as an orphan and maybe went through abuse, and as a result of which you're not in good terms with certain relatives, most likely your person will come to know at some point. But at the point of dating, they don't need to. Again, emphasis on, have you worked on yourself to ensure that those traumas are no longer affecting you? Because we are not trying, the motive is what matters. We are not trying to say that you failed to say because you know it has affected you negatively, and now you want to blindfold the person and then reveal it later when you are married. We are saying you should not say it as long as you have worked on yourself. The details you are going to reveal, the traumas and even the details, you may tell a person once you are married. Why so? By that time you have come to know the person. You know that they will not take advantage of your situation. They have become your friend. And this is actually something that should happen right from dating and continue all the way into marriage. So by the time you are married to a person, you have not this kind of a person who is this person. You'll know they cannot exploit you, they cannot take advantage of you, and you know it cannot harm you if you tell them the things that you went through. And especially for relational traumas, my advice is that you don't share it. You really don't want to give gory pictures of how, I don't know, your ex was raping you, your ex, I don't know, was doing what. Those gory, those graphic images of ugly things that were happening in the hearts of your ex, they may not sit well. They may actually sabotage your marriage because your person may be feeling like, you know, they ended up with a reject of some kind, and you don't want to have that kind of you don't want to have that kind of a feeling in a person that you are going to spend your day-to-day life with, for sure, for sure. So reserve your traumas for when in marriage, and even then, there are some you need to stay with them till you die. Or if you have to share with the person, and actually this is why I said, why are you sharing it? Because if what you're looking for is help, if what you're looking for is sympathy, honestly, the person that you're supposed to be sharing with is a therapist, not your lover. Did we get it right? Including your partner in marriage. If you are looking, if by sharing with them, you are looking for a shoulder to cry on, you may end up traumatizing them. So it's actually better you see a therapist and process the things that you went through with a therapist, with a professional. And that said, I'm a therapist, I'm a relationship coach, and I'm a life coach. So if you would want us to walk the journey, if you would want me to walk the journey with you, the journey of healing from either childhood traumas or relational traumas, I'll be more than happy to do that with you. I offer my sessions online, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we are going to do this. So my number is here, kindly contact me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do. See you in the next video, and I appreciate your company.